beautiful people, welcome to Kate Space, welcome to my little YouTube channel in the far corner of the world in New Zealand. I have a journal share today. I have had to turn the light on because although it is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, it's suddenly gone very dark and there's thunder and I presume there's lightning. I haven't seen any yet, but yeah, it's gone real stormy, which I happen to love, so you may hear that rumbling in the background. There it is. This is a Christmas journal that I have been working on, and I had a little Christmas flurry and then I went back to something else. I just want to do a flip through now and I'll pop it up, probably go into my Etsy shop really soon. This is a cardstock covered journal made using a Stamperia Christmas pack. I've used cardstock and I've reinforced on the inside and the outside with fabric. Plus I've put this lovely spine decoration over the top. It's got one signature and it's secured with a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. I have Mod Podged and sealed the cover so it's got a little bit more longevity and protection to it. I've tied it up with this beautiful sari silk, which is just this gorgeous sort of blue colour which matches the paper perfectly. And I got this I get my sari silk now from Witchcraft You Do, Kerry Fellows in Australia, and I've just done another purchase and it's arrived and I'm thrilled with it. There's about 17 pieces of paper folded in half in this book, and yeah, like I said, one signature. Okay, so we've got the front pocket here that I've made with some of the Stamperia cardstock or paper pad, and there's a little plate here that someone can write their name in or something. And I've lined the inside with this old music paper. And there's, as you can see, there's fabric down here. It's a pretty sturdy book because it's got the Stamperia. Okay, so it's got the Stamperia cardstock, and then it's got some pink cardstock lining that, and then it's got, you know, layers of fabric to protect the spine. So I'm pretty happy with how strong it is. I made a tag, collaged tag with, this is a Graphics Fairy French or European document. Little cluster on top here, little cluster on this page. And here I've popped this French postcard from 1918. I can't read it. I did French in school, but that's about a million years ago now, so I don't know. Anyway, I loved how the pinks and things in there matched the sort of theme of this journal. And this is just a little card from the paper pack that I've just popped in there as well. I haven't done anything to that. I have a 1953 envelope here, and I chose this one. This says post early for Christmas. This was posted on the 14th of December in 1953. Little vintage New Zealand stamp there. In the envelope which flips open, this is a beautiful old vintage wallpaper. I've popped a little piece of my hand dyed paper. So that's dyed with beetroot, and this is from the Graphics Fairy. It's a little postcard image, and I've just backed that onto some white cardstock. Another little fabric cluster down here. Little cluster here that's covering where the envelope is glued down with some little pink and blue sort of Christmas die cuts, a little bit of doily, a little Suffolk puff there or yo-yo, and some sequined trim. I've used this trim throughout. It's glued onto the page, not sewn, because I would have wanted to sew this part, and I didn't want sewing all the way out here. I just didn't think I'd get it very straight, so I decided to glue. This is a piece of music paper which I've printed onto an image from the Graphics Fairy. I think I was going to use that in my first Graphics Fairy design team project, but I never did. I've made little tabs out of this pink, really old, beautiful, I guess it's upholstery fabric or furnishing fabric, but I love that it had the pink and the blues in it, and it matched so beautifully. This little tuck spot's made from a card from the paper pad, and this is some handmade embossed paper that my sister sent me in a happy mail. I've done a few faux documents here. This is, I'm pretty sure this is from the Graphics Fairy, and I've just tried to age it up as much as I can to make it look genuine. And this is another collage tag which I've backed onto some other scrapbooking paper with that kind of nice grainy, pink grainy look, and a little, I don't know, what do you call that, plate that says believe, a little bit of silk ribbon on the top there. This is, I'm pretty sure, maybe my beetroot dyed paper. It looks like avocado dyed paper, but I haven't avocado dyed in a long time. This is some lined paper out of an old vintage exercise book. This is one of the pages from the paper pad, which I've folded down because I just didn't want to cut it up actually, and I liked it just folded down. And I've done a little tuck up, which it hasn't been something I've done much of. Another document, faux document, and this has been printed onto the beetroot dyed paper. Then I have to work out how I folded it. And I've aged that, tried to, you know, age that and make it look nice and old. And this is a Graphics Fairy image, so like a postcard that I've backed onto some of the beetroot paper, and I've put that through my embosser. I don't know if you can see. Very old book page from the girl's own paper from the 1800s or early 1900s, and that's, what does that say, Household Harmony Extra Christmas Part, the girl's own paper for 1888. Oh, there you go. This is paper dyed with black bean. This is a bit of an experiment. I wanted to try printing onto the pianola roll paper, and with pretty good effect. I love this image on here, and this is actually Silent Night, this paper, so you can sort of see it, Silent Night there, and some old packaging tape there. And then just to disguise where I've put the old ledger paper and it meets the pianola roll, I've put this lovely trim which has got these lovely sort of pinky blue sequins on it, which matches beautifully. This is a little envelope out of the paper pad, and it's just beautiful on every side, so I've left it open for just someone to do whatever they would like to do with it. You can write in it or turn it into an envelope, close it up. I just thought I'd pin it there and someone can do whatever they want with it. And this is an altered paper clip, I believe in the magic of Christmas. So this little shaped tag was in the kit. Oh, not a kit, sorry, the paper pad. Just some blue copy paper that's been copy dyed. This is some really old music paper from a children's sort of learn piano book, Yuletide, so it had a Christmas theme. I thought that was perfect. Some more lightly pink dyed pink paper. Some old ledger, another page out of the paper pad. This time I've cut it and stuck this back on because I don't want my squirrels to be upside down. If I'd folded it, obviously they'd be upside down. So this is the center. I've put some glass beads and some little Christmas bells on there. They jingle a little bit. Oh, those have gone up there. But yeah, so it's got these lovely little blue and pink and sort of tealy glass beads. A little card from the paper pad. Haven't really done much with that, just put a little cluster of things up the top there. And another collage tag using some parts of the scrapbooking paper and some vintage music paper and a printable and some of this fabric, which again, I had this fabric, I think I got this from an op shop or thrift store, and just the colours, the pinks and the blues, I thought it went really well with the beautiful velvet ribbon, which I'm a sucker for velvet ribbon. It's a lovely sort of grungy page. This just opens out. Here comes the rain. I better hurry or else you're not going to be able to hear me. Another tab, and over the page I've got some beautiful silver trim. This I'm pretty sure I've had, and it's probably my mum had. I'm pretty sure this is off one of my ballet costumes from way back in the day. And this fabric is also from my mum. My sister's got quite a lot of it, and she was very kind enough to send me some. But I love the pink in it, and yeah, it's just super pretty. There's a little Christmas sort of image on this music paper. In this little sort of half page, I've got a tuck spot here, and this is an image from the graphics fairy, and I've backed that onto again some of the faux document printable. And this was in the paper pack, and look how cute. I made a little book out of the little pink beetroot paper. Oh my gosh, I just think that's so adorable. Look at that bunny rabbit. So he's peeking out of there, and that's just an old, it actually is an old vintage paper clip. I found a box in the thrift store for 50 cents, and I've just tied some of that fabric, scrap of fabric to it. Heaps of room for photos and writing as usual, and as is the case with pretty much all of my journals, I like to leave lots of room for people to do what they want in there. This is a little glassine, I guess. Oh no, it's not really a glassine bag. It's one of those little white paper bags, and I've done some rose stenciling on there and a little cluster. And in there is a little tag with the skates, ice skates on, backed with the pink paper again, and that's a Tim Holtz wallpaper scrap. But again, the colours were perfect, and those kind of look a little bit like snowflakes. And a couple of genuine New Zealand renewal insurance certificates. This one is from 1950, and this lovely pink one is from 1946. So yeah, they're pretty old. Pop those in there. Some some hand-dyed paper. The other side of the book page. Now this is the tuck up here, and I've put a little eyelet in, and I've attached these. This is actually from an earring. It can be removed if you don't like it, but I kind of thought it was sparkly and I like the bells. That was David just coming in to tell me that my dog doesn't like the thunder. Poor old Jet does not like loud noises. I think he's going to get him, bring him in. Oh, the dogs are actually outside dogs. They're not allowed indoors, but now they're indoors. Hey, Bryn. No. Go on. Down. Anyway, in this little tuck up here, I have put another sort of printable from the graphics fairy. I think I've printed that onto lightly pink paper, and I think the actual invoice prints as pink, so I kind of wanted it to look a little bit pink on the back, but it hasn't really achieved that. But anyway, still practicing with getting the aging and things looking nice and old. The paper on there, this folds out for more, sort of plenty of room, and I'll just reinforce that with some pretty washi tape. More of the dyed paper and some music paper on a little cluster here with it on a little brad, and this was like a little Christmas decoration, I guess, a little bauble. Oh yeah, that's the other side of that rose, the print. Oh yeah, and that's a little fabric tab, more pink paper, and the other side of that beautiful wallpaper. And then there's a little tuck spot here which I don't have anything in, and that's the last page. And I've just put my little Pixie K Designs cluster down there with some of the stuff from the paper pad, and another tuck spot or pocket here with another tag. Wow, I'm just overwhelmed by the thunder, it's so loud. And some music paper that lines there, so that just tucks in there with the little tag over the top. So cute. So yeah, I've absolutely loved making this journal. I wasn't sure about the Pastel Christmas, but I love it. I think it's turned out really nicely, and I think it will make a really beautiful sort of record for someone's, could be a really great December daily, or baby's first Christmas, or just a journal through December really. Yeah, I think it's great. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The Stamperia paper pads are really lovely to work with. So thank you so much for watching, for putting up with the thunder. And I guess it's getting darker and dark. Oh, there's the lightning. I was waiting for the lightning. So the lightning started, and yeah, it's a pretty exciting time when you have a big storm by the sea. So I will say goodbye, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye!